Hello, welcome, welcome. As you can tell from the picture here, I am today going to talk about the new Star Wars show, The Mandalorian. Figure there's probably a billion more videos like this on YouTube right now, so what's one more? This time with feeling. So, first thing I thought I had was this was very pretty. It was not cheap. It looked like it had the same production qualities as the big budget Star Wars movies. For a television show, that is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I love the fact that all these sci-fi franchises are finally getting big budgets after being tight budgeted for years in the decades past. So I hope that doesn't screw things up. I love the intro. He just walks into the bar and carries the crap out of the place trying to find that guy. That fights, this fight, even all the fights in this episode, really. I can't name anything in the sequel trilogy that was as well done as this. These fights were absolutely incredible. The ones in Rogue One were really good, but those are different kinds of fights. But generally in episodes 7 and 8, the fights weren't as well done as this. Um, the big problem with those fights in those movies is you never get the sense that the characters are ever in any actual danger, because Rey just mows down everything by herself without breaking a sweat, without running into any difficulties. And our Mandalorian hero character, who for all intents and purposes is Boba Fett, but he's an original copy of Boba Fett, so I'm going to call him Other Boba. Um, this guy has flaws. He is a badass, but he's not unstoppable. There's a couple points in the episode where he runs into trouble in this fight and just doesn't just mindlessly mow everything down without taking a scratch, which is freaking fantastic. When that creature bites his arm, I had a good laugh over that. Nice touch, because we're going into Act 3 of a 3-act play soon with the Skywalker movies, and Rey hasn't been inconvenienced like that yet. I love the reference to Beskar Steel. Recognize that reference from the old books. It can block lightsabers, if I remember correctly. His carbonite chamber, I got a kick out of that one. Especially the fact that he's got a whole collection of guys down there. Gotta catch them all. One of the thoughts I had when looking at some of the human guys, I wonder if any of these guys are Jedi, because Mandalorian bounty hunters are famous for tracking down Jedi bounties every so often. That's why Boba Fett is famous. He helped Vader track down a bunch of rogue Jedi. Love the fact that they've original trilogy aliens. Finally, one of the things that bugs me the most about Disney Star Wars, as well as with new Star Trek, particularly the J.J. Abrams one in particular. It's a hallmark of J.J. Abrams films as he comes in, takes over a franchise, and then immediately scuttles all the old classic aliens to do his own original designs, which are never seen again. Carl Weathers, the man, the myth, the legend. And he's in this. I forgot he was in this. That was really good. I love this guy. He's got a stew going on. I love that he made a Pokemon reference too. I hope he talks about stew at some point. I really need to know what this character feels about stew. And is he making a stew? Is he thinking about stew? Does he have one on the stove? Does he have one in the fridge? These are important questions we need to get to the bottom of. I do say he looks better than he did in the last season of Arrested Development. Space bounty hunting has been very kind to him. Sly Snoodles being cooked for dinner. That was hilarious. I didn't realize those guys were edible, but hey. You learn new things every day. Looking there over the spit roast has kind of made me hungry. But I'm starting to wonder how we taste with a nice honey glaze with a curried rice as a side dish. Maybe a little teriyaki on top of the rice to really go with it. Nice to see most of Boba's old weapons, and Jango's old weapons, actually, because I think the flamethrower is actually from the prequel trilogy. It's been a while since I've seen the movies, I could be wrong. I don't recall Boba Fett having a flamethrower, but I think Jango did. It's been a while since I've seen that. Yeah, I love the reference to Boba Fett riding a dinosaur, which is the second reference in this I picked up on from the Star Wars Holiday Special. And I hope that triggers the hell out of everybody, because it's really funny to see people get worked up and not over that. I love that they're referencing it, because Wookiee Life Day is a wonderful thing to celebrate, and Boba Fett riding a dinosaur is awesome. And was that Baby Yoda? Oh my god, shut up and take my money. I'm not a guy that likes plushies, but I kind of want that in a plushie. Baby Yoda is so cute. Look at him there, all squawky and stuff. Um, I love the IG-88 thing when they team up in that fight. It's fantastic. Like, it was really well done. Really got a sense that both these guys were in danger the whole time, and that neither of them could do this by themselves. But even when they did team up, that they still wasn't a sure thing for them to get out. There's a sense of danger that you don't always get in a lot of Hollywood productions. So I like that. Disappointed that he died at the end because I thought they would have made a good team to. Robot would have made a good sidekick for him throughout the show. But I do like the fact that he had different orders than not other Boba. So who gave him those orders? Who gave him that bounty? It was the same guy, and they're playing them against each other. Well, a little mystery I'm going to be looking forward to seeing play out over the rest of the show. Doesn't have mystery boxes in here per se, but there's just a little enough. This is a really good pilot. Just enough hints to get you interested. Just enough world building to create a good atmosphere. Really don't know much of the state of the galaxy, but it's not really important in this. It's not a story about the kings and queens fighting for power. It's just a guy collecting bounties. Like the Clint Eastwood movies, just running around, walking around the Old West. Generally, I'm a guy that thinks J.J. Abrams is a hack fraud that has ruined everything he touched. I have not liked most of Disney Star Wars. Some of it's been good, but most of it's been trash. This was absolutely incredible. This was fantastic. Had a heavy Western vibe, like a Western space. Reminded me of the best parts of Firefly, the original Star Trek series, and well, all the westerns that I've watched over the years. Really got a sense that he was on a backwater planet on the edge of the galaxy. Same feeling watching this as I did watching Tatooine and New Hope as a kid, that he really was in the middle of nowhere. A place that was far, far removed from the ivory towers of Coruscant. This was a fantastic pilot, very well done. Just enough to get you hooked and get you interested and see what's coming next. This was everything that I was expecting the Watchmen pilot to be, but wasn't. This is how you do a pilot for a TV show. Honestly, I like this episode so much. I would like to see the same team, but the same production into a Luke Skywalker Jedi Master series. It would have to be set in another timeline than the sequel trilogy, but that's okay. I would like to see 8 episodes of Luke Skywalker being a Jedi badass in a setting like this. I would like to see him in a fight like the one at the end of this episode where he's having trouble taking out like 40 guys, but still manages to do it. I want to see what they can do with force powers and lightsaber. This is brilliant. New Star Wars doesn't have enough lightsabers. I miss Jedi and lightsabers. So this is one of the first bits of Star Wars I've really enjoyed since Rogue One. Can't wait for episode 2. Disney's a real hit on their hands here. Very well done. Very well done. Well done, Mouse. Well done. You rock. Well, you don't really rock, but you did a really good job here. Can't wait to see what comes next. Have a good day. Sayonara. Adios. Kayo. Live long and prosper.